Hello everyone, I'm Faded Oasis. Thank you for tuning into my stream here on twitch.tv/Faded Oasis or watching the VOD on youtube.com/@Faded Oasis. There's game audio. Why was that so late? Today is Saturday. It's a bonus stream because it's way too early. It's like 2 p.m. That's not way too early, but it's early for stream for me. Um, we're playing some Blueprints post game. So, fair warning to anyone who is watching this stream before any of my other Blueprint streams, you're about to see some late game stuff, and this game is all about learning as you play. So, there's going to be a lot that you don't know, and if you do decide to go back and play it or to watch from the beginning, you're going to know some things that'll happen later on. So, that's your fair spoiler warning. Today, we're doing more Sanctum Key stuff. We've opened 3 of the doors, I think. Hold on, where's my list? I know it's not up yet. Okay. We've opened 3 of the doors, and I haven't marked off all of them. Boop. There we go. So I forgot to mark off that we used the key that's in room 46. And we don't know. The last key is waiting behind the last door of 8. So I was thinking about that. That one clue could be for the last door in the sanctum. It could be the last door in the mechanarium. Where else has 8 doors? I think that's it. The mirror room has cabinets that have. Do they have doors? Do they have drawers? I don't know. You got like 1 or 2? I forgot if you all got all the sanctums to. Oh, I did not do all the solutions to the sanctums. I did the Orinda Ares and the Fen Ares. And then I opened the door to Nuance. To Nuance? Yes, to Nuance. But I don't know the solution for that. All I know for Nuance is it is green. So I think one of the things I'm going to be doing is going back and reading more of the lore and seeing if I can guess as to what some of the symbols are. I think that's what we're supposed to be doing. I hope, because otherwise I've got no idea. I'm also going to be trying to go through rooms I haven't gone through before. If there are any, there are some left, but if we get any of them, I guess that's it. I don't remember what else we're doing. Let's go. Day 29. Let me know if the camera quality here is good enough and if you can read everything, because I am using a different camera than last week. There was one other big thing I wanted to do. Oh, was there? Okay. We had an extra star at the beginning here, so we're up to 18 for that. I'm gonna mark that down. Stars 18. We have 12 of the upgrade discs. Okay, we have some more of this puzzle here, the letter puzzle, the castle. But I don't know if that means anything. We have stuff about the candles in the tomb, but I don't know if that means anything. I need to find more dates so that I can try and open the safes that I've yet to open. We still don't know what's up with the statues in the the Great Hall, or whatever that room is called. We don't know if the boiler room panels have anything to do with anything. The music room chairs, the servers in the freezer. Oh, right, we want to find um, one more microchip for the Blackbridge underground thing. Everything does look very clear. Yes, cool, thank you. Yeah, this is my daily phone, my new daily phone that I got 2 weeks ago or something. 2.5 weeks ago. I had my previous daily phone as the camera here, and that was supposed to be a permanent setup until Lego streamed this week when I looked up and saw the battery bulging a lot. So, so I'm not using that phone anymore. That phone is gone. I went down and recycled it, and yeah. Let's see here. We did get a pair of trunks in the pool, so maybe we do that. Okay, here are my goals: eight sigil doors, microchip for Grotto, outer room with false wall. Right, one of the outer rooms has a false wall, and the note from the diary in her ladyship's chamber showed 3 extra doors. Immediately went and unplugged our phone with the same-ish model. Well, I mean, take a look at it. If the back of the phone is as flat as it used to be, then it's fine. Um, I think my problem was I didn't used to keep it plugged in all the time, and suddenly it was plugged in and set at 100% battery all the time. So it was constantly trying to top it off, and I think that wore on the battery, on the 3-year-old battery, that a lot. Um, I think I should have. There might be a setting to say like, "Hey, stop charging at 80% and just leave it there." And that's what I have my side camera on. And that phone's fine. And that phone's like 7 years old. Um, let's see. Yeah, so step one, let's go to the outer room and let's find the one with the false wall. Hopefully. Well, step one is click into the game so I can control it. There we go. Pick up my allowance, then go to the outer room. Did we get any new trophies? We got full house trophy a while, 2 streams ago. Okay, so we haven't been in the hovel in a while because I think that ability sucks. But I was looking at it in the menu and like this might be a door over here. I don't know. I can't tell. Like the way these planks are set up, it looks like the center thing might be a panel here. So I'm gonna see. Maybe not. Like it'd be weird if the one with the secret. There we go. Right, yes, you were finding the things. 45292. So that's 4 plus 5 is 9, minus 2 is 7, times 9 is. Wait, hold on. 60. Wait, that's not going to be divisible by 2. Oh, these are in different order, right? It's 4 plus 5 is 9, divided by 2. No. Times 2. This is. Pink is. Multiply? Shit, what color is which? 4 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 divided by 2 is 9. 2 plus 5 is 9 Right, because, yeah, I found this out before. This was multiplied by 2 and then divide by 2 later. So it's... whatever. Tested my full house theory, no luck, as expected. I wonder why Denny writes in both black and red. Because I noticed that in the other journal last week, but I guess it was typed in... was it typed in black or was it written in black? Okay. So we've got 2 dirt piles in here, and we don't care about gems today. We only care about footsteps. The only way we would possibly care about gems is... yeah, I don't think there's a secret wall here. Or if there is, I don't know how to access it. Bear traps, okay. The only reason we would care about gems is if we get like the laundromat to turn them into something else, or the freezer to freeze them for tomorrow. Alright, I got no idea for what else would be here. We're not starting with anything, right? Nope. Oh, right. It does track which rooms we've done the thing in. So I don't need to keep track of that. That's good. Yeah, so we want to get high footstep here. Den lets us go multiple directions. And it gives us a thing, but we don't really care that much. Conservatory? No. Okay, well... whenever you draft a bedroom, gain 5 steps, and it requires 3 steps. This will be good, because then we just draft as many bedrooms as possible. And that'll keep us getting a lot of steps. We got some money. Who's leaving money in the nursery? Alright, nothing else. Hallway allows us to go either direction. Passageway has 6 steps as a requirement. Chocolate coins, that's fair. Let's go with hallway. It has a key in it. Branch out this way. Storeroom for 2 keys and a coin. And it's got a dirt pile in here. What's up? How you doing? Anything else? No? Cool. I do still have Ambition of the Pawn, which I think is correct. Do I want to go through here, or do I want to go up through the entrance hall? I think I want to go back around and go to the left first. And then come up through the middle. I think I like doing that. Spare green room gets us to the corner. And has a lever. Which could be useful in the casino, right? Yeah. There was a slot machine with a broken lever there. Conservatory, there we go. Oh, Geist bedroom though. And library. Oh, well, conservatory. Okay, another dirt pile. Just one though. Alright, Maid's Chamber is super rare. I hate it. It needs to go away. Confirm. Vestibule is commonplace. It's drafting 2 diamonds, but it is a 4-way room. Let's do that. And then gymnasium. The 3-way room, so it's okay. Losing 2 steps isn't that bad, and we can shut the power off. I think standard is okay for it. Because it is a hallway with slight downside. And might have shoes in it or something. Maybe unusual? No, we'll leave it on standard. Alright. Now we go north. Security here, that's good. Yeah, we'll do security here. Okay. We set up a lab experiment. Well, we do the keycard system first. I want them low right now and offline mode unlocked. I always want offline mode unlocked. I wish I could set that permanently. And now we want to log into network. RTA to the laboratory. Experiment setup. When you draft a red room, lose 5 steps, and then whenever you draft an archive floor plan, or whenever you draft a shop room. So shop room's gonna happen the most often. Set your steps to 40. Actually, whenever you draft a red room, lose 5 steps and then set your steps to 40. That's going to help us a lot with gems later in the run. Not gems, but with steps, because steps are gems now. I think I want that. It sucks that a letter to the mailroom keeps showing up, and I keep saying, like, it's never the option I want, because I do want it. You know what? No, let's not do the steps. Let's do whenever I draft a shop room, a letter will be delivered to the mailroom. Let's get letters. So, I want to draft as many shop rooms as possible. Vestibule already. Reading nook will get us a library. Although bedroom gets us a whole bunch of steps. So I think we bedroom. And it has coins in it. Fancy. Nothing else. Utility closet right there. I can go turn off the power in dark room. Not dark room. I can turn off the security doors. Question as shops never get drawn. Yeah, exactly. Alright, keycard entry system off. Gym off. Darkroom doesn't matter. Let's keep the lights. Keep it on. And garage on. So there we go. So now I have to backtrack through security anyway. And we can go set the security doors to maximum. Key card. Security level. High. Back. Nope. There we go. So now hopefully we get a whole bunch of key card doors and I can just open them all right up. I guess conference room, because then we just go straight through anyway. Although walk-in closet and then I go back to entrance hall. Let's get some items. Telescope is an item now, I guess. Get this compass, so we get more north rooms, which is good since we're going down to the entrance hall. And 2 completely worthless gems. I was hoping for a shovel. Alright. Gotta go north. Hey, we bricked it. Okay, so I did just turn the security system so that all the doors are always open. Does that include the elevator access to the foundation from the basement? Because maybe I can restart the run from the foundation. It's amazing how I got this nice compass that says more rooms with exits facing north, and I got absolutely none of them immediately. I think I go kitchen, and I buy food just in case. And then I run to the basement from outside, and I see if I can get into the foundation. Also, a letter's been delivered to the mailroom. Um... Sure, I'll buy everything. Alright, back up to 82 steps. And we leave. We just get the heck out of here. No dice? Oh, there it is. Alright. So we're starting from the middle. Where do I go from here? I guess to the wall? Okay, right. We're on rank 6 already, so everything's going to be locked. Patio will spread diamonds back here, so we don't care. Commissary gets us another letter. Library lets us go north and has a book in it, right? I think we do that. The history of Arindia. Okay. I need this because I'm going to be writing things. Although Arindia is just this continent over here, so we might not even have anything about nuance in this book. But we'll probably be able to figure out Araja and Archares. Arindia was once a name used to designate the realms of eastern waters, though this term is no longer employed in the halls of politics, nor commonly known to the average citizen. Its memory flickers in the hearts of those who hail from the lands that it once encompassed, and many of the elder generation in hushed circles still refer to themselves as Arindians. Feel like it would have been real useful? Yeah, probably. Yet we must not let the flame of our history dwindle into the obscurity of whispered conversations, nor permit our leaders to enjoin us to abandon the name of our land. We must keep alive the embers of our past and preserve them for generations yet to come. Okay. Beginning of the first era, often denoted as Ajira, by the ascension of the first king of Arindia, whose name Oris would later grace the burgeoning township in which he was crowned. So this is about the entire continent. Second era. Okay, fields and mountains of his great-grandfather, the middle province and heartspring of the kingdom. So it's... Right, we don't care about its geography, we care about its weather. Its weather, type of civilization, and method of travel. Youngest, the realm of Archares, the land of the northern storms. So stormy. I'm going to draw that better. That's good to know. A wild and untamed expanse which at the time was not as developed but is a good deal more vast than the eldest brother's lot. And that's the north one. And the middle child, the only daughter, gifted the southern region, the mystical realm of ancestors. So spiritual? But I have spiritual for Vera. And I saw that rune specifically, so I know that one's true. Could be tribal? Although mystical might be referring to the land and not the civ. Mystical realm of the ancestors, a land steeped in tradition, magic, and poetry of the old tongue, poetic. Or tribal. I'm going to do this lightly. Poetic or tribal. As the Third Era drew to a close, the three sovereign realms had achieved a period of remarkable progress. Each of these distinct regions, ruled by their respective sibling monarchs, had blossomed, cultivating the bountiful resources of their lands, and developing unique character and culture that set them apart. They were known for their cooperation in matters of trade and transportation. The succeeding generations of their heirs continued that tradition, and the Third Era was defined by the construction of a vast network of railways that spanned the length and breadth of the land, linking the northern mountains to the southern shores of Araja. This development facilitated travel and commerce between the three realms, further strengthening their bond and laying the foundation for the promise of a prosperous and bright future. Okay. So is it railways for all three? It might be. I assumed since the book about runes listed what the 7 different navigation ones were, and that there are 7 physical territories, that it would be one for each of them. Because also, lore wise, it doesn't make sense to make a book describing the lore, describing, like, here's this runic system of old, and we've denoted everything we know about it into this book. But also, we just made some of them up because there were only 5, so we just made 2 up? That doesn't make sense. You wouldn't do that. You would only list actual things. It's not an encyclopedia made by AI. So the only way it wouldn't be 7 territories with 7 different systems is if there are more than 7 territories. So I'm going to write trains for each of them with a giant question mark. But also for Arch Ares, I already had aviation because it's mountainous. As the 4th kingdom of Verinda, Ares entered the... As the kingdom entered the 4th era, a different kind of ruler. The Silex was renowned as the king of the people, and therefore surprised when they made the decision to move the capital from Raddington to Oris. People were overjoyed. Fen was a bunch of nobles who... The Grand City event. Okay, yeah. Fen was totally not happy that power has been moving away from the rich upper class to the people. Possibilities that only concerns Arindia and Moraven had other civilizations. Well, I'm talking about the book Runes and Realms, or Realms and Runes, where they list that there were these runes that each realm used, and then they list what all of the different symbols on them meant. We know from Classroom 3 that there are only 7 realms, one of which changed from Arinda to Fen. Let's say there's a civilization more even before Vera. Oh. That's a good point. So there would be a rune for that earlier civilization. And they might have traveled via horse, whereas later people traveled via camel or something like that. For weather, it makes sense that it's 1-to-1. Because their physical locations, weather for the planet on this scale isn't going to be changing that greatly. I presume that the civilization that is naval, Morajai, is probably still going to be naval no matter what. Because, well, I guess not. We can't make that assumption. Alright, I mean, for now, I'm mostly assuming that it's 1-for-1. From, I guess, a game design standpoint, why would you list extras? But I guess if you only listed 5, that would tip your player off that there are definitely repeats, and maybe you don't want to show that yet. Okay, Fenn's not happy with the Silots. Fourth era came to an abrupt end. The king died naturally in his old age, far away from the growing unrest. The very next day, the 6th of October. Oh, okay. Write down dates. (10:06). Prince Learson of Fen I guess Fen takeover. Why would they have the 6th of October, but not a year? That's weird. That's very weird. The only reason I could see that is if it's being celebrated as a holiday or a Memorial Day, Remembrance Day, something like that. But I have a feeling you would want to remember what year that happened in. Allied forces came forward to lend support. Among them was the general of the Northern Regiment, who, sickened by the barbaric actions of the other battalions, joined forces with Prince Learson to form a formidable army. Together, they leveraged their political influence and favors to persuade nearby realms of Arch, Ares, and Nuance. Nuance had an army and were able to get there, I guess, and Arch Ares, but they're close by. Raja didn't help out. The War of the Fifth Era lasted 22 years. Red banners were hoisted. Okay. Today, the realms inherited by the three, Fen, Ares, Arch Ares, and Araja, once again stand united as allies. The spruce and birch that span across our realms serve as a constant reminder that we all share a common past. And as those trees continue to grow, so do our hopes for a common future, a future where we're not defined by the colors of the banners we raise, but by that which connects us, a land that we each call home. Okay. Remember how in the edited version the book just reads, "Thankfully, the king died." Yeah. Well, I mean, it was censored in a way to make it propaganda. Okay, so... all we really learned is Arch Ares is Stormy, and Arch Ares and Araja had train networks, but maybe that wasn't the main method of transportation within the civilization or within the realm. So who knows? Who knows? Anyway, let's go north. Let's not go north yet. I don't want to use all my keys yet. Let's go south and see if we can find rooms that give us keys and steps. Okay, fine. Casino will get us money. It counts as a shop. The showroom won't get us anything we can use. I have this lever. We got 6 coins. Okay. Up to 5 bonus spins. All of the rules seem the same and the payouts seem the same. It's probably not worth spending at least 2 coins to possibly get 6. Same. Okay, this is worth it. Because I could possibly get 18. Please? God damn it. Alright. I'm out of cash. Can't even bet on this yet. Alright, let's go this way. Billiard room will have keys in it, and that's what I'm looking for. But also hallway doors are always unlocked. You 6 want to tell me anything? No? Okay. The attic has 8 items in it. The attic has 8 items in it. Alright, we have 1. No. 2, a big key. I'm gonna write down April 12th, even though it's probably not relevant. Rejection letter for the Red Prince. Alright, so that's 3, 4, a vault key, 5, 6, a lockpick kit, that's big, 7, 8, and a coupon book. Save 1 coin on each purchase you make. Okay, question. Is a slot machine a purchase? I'm purchasing 1 spin? Does that count? Can I just spin for free? Probably not. I doubt it. I gotta pass through the casino anyway, so I'm gonna try it, but... Oops. Oh. I can't just oh, there's a whole pile of coins over here. Alright, well, I got 20. I can spin the 20 wheel. Possibly get... Let's leave it on this, say no thanks. 4 coins, 4 keys... Oh, sorry, 4 gems, 4 keys. 30 coins, 50 coins. 2 spins, or 2 allowance. We could wager 5 and get 10 or 20 coins, 2 gems or 2 keys. Let's do the 20 coin spin. Boo. Alright, the casino sucks. Commissary is another shop. Let's just go all shops. Let's get all the letters. I think this day sucks. What do you have? Metal detectors are going to be good for getting more coins, but that's way expensive. Shovel, I can go dig stuff. I don't. Ooh, the cloister with 3 areas that I can hit. Let's do that. The pool, I can add the pump room and probably do the thing. I'm gonna add the pool. Oh. That's 2 trunks to the pool. I don't have keys, but I don't have a way of opening those. So I'm gonna not go in there yet. I'm gonna open these. The office will get me more money. These are not green rooms. Lockpick worked. This is a green room. And a shop. Alright, we're down to 28 steps already. Oh, and it was a bedroom, so I did get steps. It's a powered room. I am kind of looking for the pump room. There's the vault. We got a vault key. Let's see if it's a good one. Oh, we get a whole bunch of money here, too. I can't use a lockpick kit on this trunk. Okay. Which key did we have? 149. Allowance. A bunch more coins and another passport. ID. Okay. ID. IOOT. Or 100T. Given that there's an X on this, I think that she didn't want to use this one anymore. Date of birth 1/12/54. 7/9/56. Okay. Let's open you, I guess. Got a key back. That's good. I'm down to 16 steps. We get the gift shop. And we want to walk back into the office anyway, so we'll go this way. Reach rank 8. Oh, right. We want the armory. Yeah. Can't buy anything here, right? Yeah, we're all sold out here. Let's spread some money. And let's log into the network and go to security and see what's in the... I did not draft the conference room, I don't believe. You active security. I don't remember drafting. No, I didn't draft the conference room because I didn't walk through there. I drafted... I forget. Estate inventory. 23 coins and 2 trunks. The 2 trunks are in the pool. But I'm pretty sure that this list is supposed to also say what's in the trunks. So maybe the trunks just have coins in them. Alright, well, 19 coins left. Alright, I gotta turn the lever. Alright, what dates did I literally just write down? Fen takeover 1006. I doubt it's that. The rejection letter, April 12th. Yeah, okay. The ball was 1952. No idea. Can't like look at the back of that or anything. All right. Let's go to the casino. Let's pop in the pool and go north first. Oh, the coin's been replaced by trunks. I'm not sure that I care for that. Also a pair of trunks. They weren't lying. This will get me keys and steps. And dice, apparently. That's a lie. Okay. Okay, so the computer doesn't just list... It doesn't list what's in trunks. Because it didn't list those dice or these 3 keys. So that was a bad assumption to make. Alright, we go to the casino. Well, first... we go back and dig. No, not yet. We'll dig in here. Nice. 6 steps. That's great. Oh, we drafted the walk-in closet? Yeah. Because I was excited for 4 items. That's what it was instead of the conference room. A coin. Great. And a nail. Let's go gambling. Oh, dang it. Now, do I roll these to try and get nets? Or do I just roll the snake? And then I would have to roll a whole bunch of other things. Just re-roll completely. That's terrible. Okay, we can still get 3 coins. Okay, let's just cash out. Great. We can still get 3 coins? Yeah. We can get 5 or double it? No, let's just cash out. Neutral on cost there. Nice. Damn it. Okay, 10 there. Yeah, that was not great. So if we 10 there, we can try for doubling it, or maybe we try for a coin or a clover or double. There we go. That sucks. And we'll cash out. Nope. I'm not going to do anything where I have to spin more than 2 wheels to get anything. I say that, and I'm 2 crowns here, but... Okay, there we go. Easy. And I probably should have spun this as well. So our high score total is 80. No, I'm just going to abandon that. Okay. Nope. Alright, I made some of that back. Oh boy. Okay. So if we can get 18 if we get a triple coin here. Or we can get nothing. That's too much to get anything. Okay, we can get 18 if we have a triple coin. Nope. Nope. Heck yeah. Every time 2 crowns comes up, I get tempted. Well, if I get a net here, that's going to be 18. No, it's going to be 12. Do I try for a net? Okay. Fine. And there's the net, yeah. Ooh. Okay. 100 coins. I got 5 more spins on this. No. Yo! Cash that out. Give me all that money. What do I do with all this money now? I have a whole bunch of shops. I can't buy anything in the gift shop. There was nothing really in the commissary. I bought out the kitchen already. More gambling. I kind of want to go up to the library, see what I get up there for a room, and then I'll come back if it's nothing good. Because I have 14 steps left. Also, there's money in these rooms. Lockpick kit worked. We can launder our gems, into other things. That's not great. We can trophy room to get a whole bunch of gems. Oh, we can't afford that steps. I don't know how many letters are going to be in the mailroom in total, but if we take laundry room, that's another one, so that's 5. And the only way out of here is through the gift shop. which takes a lot of steps to get to, so I'm not sure that we get there. And we're not powering the laundry room here, so that's not going to work. Yeah, let's just take the laundry room. Car keys. Okay, those are useless. Alright. That sucks. That's neutral. That sucks. Okay. I mean, if I wanted 137 keys, that'd be a way to do it. I kind of want to see if I can find the freezer and freeze my assets for tomorrow. I have 8 steps. 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Open the door and go in is 1. So it would the freezer would have to be here. Or I go back to the casino and just gamble. With no end goal, really. I have 4 reroll dice. Let's go here and see if we can freeze my assets. Wait. Do I turn my coins into gems? And then try to freeze my assets. So I start tomorrow with 130 some odd gems. That sounds fun. Or do I swap? Oh, no, wait. Freezing assets doesn't hold your keys. I think I like the idea of trying to start tomorrow with 100 and some odd gems. This is dumb. It is very silly, yeah. Okay, so now we're gonna go and we're just gonna head straight to the gift shop and re-roll up here until we get a freezer. So library found. I need to make sure I don't screw up my steps here too. Library, foundation, commissary. Cloister aquarium gift shop, because there might be coins in the aquarium. Well, there are coins here too. Did I get a shovel? I did get a shovel. There are more coins here. There's one dig spot in here. Pointless. You sure you don't have anything for me? I got a billion, or... Oh, I got gems, right. I don't have coins. Lockpick? No? Okay. We use a key. Nothing. It could also be a room. Okay, pump room. Pump room will let me lower the reservoir to 0, which is something I want to do. And the odds of getting Fraser on one more reroll is probably not high enough. So I think I just pump room here, and I do that. We don't get to do the silly thing. But I do get 3 more gems. Alright, I want to take all the water out of the reservoir and put it in the pool. So, pool's on 6. This is going to be fast. Just bear with me for a sec. It's already set to 1. Alright, reservoir's on here. I want this to go up. I kind of want to start tomorrow. We'll do the outdoor room, and then we'll just go to the reservoir and see what happens. Oh, we can't end today in a bedroom. Well. Right, the reservoir's totally empty. Let's just call it a day in here. Good night. All right, day number 30. Mount Holly Garden Shopping Center in 2 separate buildings. I wonder if I went outside what this would look like. If I had the garage over here or something and I was able to go outside. Could I walk through here? This is really silly. Alright. It probably wouldn't let me walk through that area. Yeah, let's just go again. That was weird. That was a weird run. Alright, we start with our measly 2 gems. Bird flying away. Oh, bird landing on the fountain. How you doing? Goodbye. I'm sorry. Okay, schoolhouse might have secret rooms, but I kind of doubt it. Although I do want to kind of do a classroom run, so let's do that. Yeah, there ain't no secret doors in here. Herbie. I axed the cost of... The cost of what? Oh, of classrooms. Yes, I axed the cost of the classrooms. I totally forgot what axed meant in this context. Literally an axe. So yeah, hopefully we won't need as many gems this time. Unless I misunderstood something and the classrooms that they added are they if they have the gem cost. Okay, I want to turn that back on. All right. So, best way to get to the reservoir is the basement. No, it was classrooms because it was either going to be that or the trophy room. And I decided that the trophy room sucks. Oh my god. Please tell me you don't need keys for every one of them. I'm gonna need keys for every one of them. Okay. Are you sort of writing on this rock or anything? No. Now I'm very curious about what the cutscene. When you get in the boat on that side and you come over to the reservoir this side for the first time, there's that long cutscene of you coming behind this rock. I'm wondering why that cutscene exists. What were they trying to show us? Or is it... Because there's no cutscene... There is a cutscene on the way back, too. But there's nothing to look at. Whatever. Okay, so I'm gonna write down where all these chests are. Reservoir chests. Have fun? Yeah, it's gonna be quick. White with flames. Black with flames. Blue with sun. I'm going to sort them by symbol. Red with moon. Black with sun. Alright, starting on this side of the water, we have black flames again. So I'm going to start doing tallies for multiples. White sun. Red moon again. Blue sun again. I can't jump. I tried jumping over that rock. White sun again. Blue flames, which I haven't had. Blue moon. red sun. Okay, then starting here and working that way. White flames again. Black flames again. That's a third one of those. Red sun. Make sure I didn't miss any. Okay. Blue moon, black moon. Red sun, number 3. Red sun, number 4. White flames, number 3. Black moon, number 2. And blue moon, number 3. So there's no white moon. There's no red flames. So this page of my notes is going to be dedicated to all the notes that all of these chests are going to have. And assuming... Okay, this reservoir stays drained for the rest of the game. Assuming that the chests don't, like, randomize or change position or something, I'm just going to go through one by one and write down everything I can. And then I will have one gigantic logic puzzle. There's a white chest back there. One gigantic parlor room logic puzzle. Oh, you can get back here. White sun, number 3. I'm curious if the chests down here are going to stay unlocked once I unlock them. Guess we'll find out. Alright. So, my goal from here on out, other than Sanctum keys, is to just get as many keys and bring them down here as I can. While I'm down here, should I go pull the north lever? How many extra steps is it going to take? Oh, today's a classroom run. No, I'm going to save those 4 steps or whatever. Alright. Keys, keys, keys. Dining room on rank 1, huh? That seems early. I'll pick up the lunchbox. That'll get me steps later, eventually, when I reach rank 5. Classroom in the corner. Right, the classrooms are all corner rooms, so... Grade 1, we get an apple and we learn about our colors. Yeah, we learn about colors of the realms. Grade 1. Grade 2. Get another apple and learn about math. Can we go for grade 3 right here? Commissary goes north. Hallway goes north. Let's commissary see what they have. Shovel's useful. Sledgehammer's useful. That's it. Salt shaker because I'm going to be finding a lot of apples today. I want a classroom pointed left. Damn. I guess with boiler room because it goes in 2 directions, but then I'm out of gems. I think we boiler room, we head back to the entrance hall and we go those directions to try and get more gems. We don't even step in there. Hallway gets us a key and gets us to the corner. Classroom in the corner. Grade 3 is science class where we learn about the periodic table and how people use it to write for some reason. Filing cabinets, huh? Oh, right, grade 4 is where we learn geography. Spare green room, I guess? Watering can. That'll get us gems. Den gets us another gem and lets us go in multiple directions. Classroom. That's what I wanted. Okay. Classroom 4, we learn about geography. Right? Yeah. Nice salted apple. Okay. Is there anything to learn from here? I'm tempted to take a screenshot of the spiral of stars here so that I can link it up with the diary or the note, the sketch in Her Ladyship's chamber later, but maybe don't need to. There's this down here, which I'm still not sure what this is. The Sacred Circle? Does this have to do with the moon orbitals? You've got one moon going this way and one moon going this way? Maybe? I don't know. No idea. Right, there is an 8th continent. It's Antarctica. Or the equivalent, the South Key. Hmm. The Devoted Circle. Can't get a good... Yeah, so you've got the devoted moon and then the something else moon that I can't read. Goes around it. The Seeker of Signs. Okay. I don't know that we're learning a whole lot more from here. Tempted to go back to Den and go to here. Cloister here. Ooh, I don't have the gems for it. Reading Nook forces a library up above. I'm gonna do that for the key. But I kind of want to back up to the hallway and entrance hall first. Before step... Ooh, there's a thing here. I've got a sledge. We got a map and a compass. Ooh, hoo, hoo. Where's our map lead? We already have the shovel. Okay. A5, which is here, southwest of the foundation. Alright, so we go back to the entrance hall. Get a gem while we're walking through here again. Security gets us north. Parlor gets us gems. Let's do Parlor. The gems are in another box. The truth is on another box. The words another box are on another box. This one's true. So we know this is true. Black is definitely true. The truth is on another box. This one is true, so this is true, so this is false. The gems are not in another box, they are in this box. I was hoping for a classroom here. If we library here, we know that Reading Nook is going to have a library, so we can read a book right away. What book would we want to read right away? Also, the only box that mentions the locations of the gems. I guess that's true, since nothing else said about it. There would be no indicators about whether, if the gems were in not the blue box, which other box it would be. Let's library here. And we get a key. That's fantastic. I guess we'll take a look at a new clue again, and I'll try and write down as much as I can about it. I gotta remember to swing around and look for trunks. I don't like how we're locking us out here. This is handy. Okay, hold on. Hold on here. The book here is purple with pink question mark and text. The book here is pink with purple question mark and text. What kind of tricks are you trying to pull, game? I am entirely certain that that does not matter. Sundial Publishing, 1988. Is that relevant? Probably not. Am I going to write it down? Heck yeah. 1988. A New Clue published. Okay. All he needed was to find a new clue. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. If he knew what to do, he'd likely tell you, for you are looking for a new clue too. Let's see. What's going to be the best page to write all this stuff on? Because I wrote it on a post-it before. Well, I have it here. So let's just write it here. And I'm going to draw each symbol as best as I can. All right, Route 8. He had retraced his sketches and studied the files, reviewed all his cases and gone through the piles of evidence precedent and precedents evident, and retraced his steps as it stretched on for miles. Dead cases, lavatory, closet, attic, furnace, solarium. Those are just dead end rooms. Corner cases, parlor, patio nook, office, library, pantry. Those are corner rooms. Suspect list. I couldn't read this before, I don't think. Rose Bali, age 50. Richard Scott, age 12. Frond Mayford, age 32. Sandra Dillon, age 14. Bo Lee, age 16. Charles Riskel, age 12. Christoph Clark, age 25. And then the same note below it. You're screenshotting this? Heck yeah. Thank you. You read anything? No. You have departure on the floor mat. I guess a sign that's on the floor. Okay, so I'm going to draw that. Okay. Route 8, then depart. Oops. Also, let's write down that list. Bo Lee feels like the lowest, fewest letters is a good starting point. So the fact that the suspects, I don't understand what this is a suspect list of because the ages range from 12 to 50. There are two 12-year-olds, a 14-year-old, and a 16-year-old. a 25, a 32, and a 50. I wish I could hold that on there. Rose Bali, age 50. Richard Scott, age 12. Frond Mayford, age 32. Sandra Dillon, age 14. Bowley, age 16. Charles Riskel, who's 12. And Christoph Clark, age 25. Seven names. So my first thought then is the 7 red envelopes, but we don't have any names that are familiar in any way. And I know one of the letters is from my father. Looking up his name. Daniel Jones. So that's not it. Um, Given that this was likely illustrated by Marion, I doubt that the suspect list here would be like the actual suspect related to detective's case over here, but it might be something for me. I don't know what to do with this info yet. He looked high and low in all of the rooms. He searched every corner, each of the tombs. In this particular case, he checked every space. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Keep left. Okay. Nothing on there. I don't see anything else that could have text on it. There's a nice keep left sign. He looked and he looked under beds and in nooks. He questioned the maids, he questioned the cooks. It was already over when he spoke to the chauffeur. Why did my voice get very much louder there? What's going on? who told him new clues were found only in books. To Tanner Fork. So, tome after tome that the library loaned and the books that he had that he already owned were searched from their covers all the way through. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. Okay, we've got this sign. And then we also have Tender Cipher, Lunar renamed, Uncle Aw, Draft the Sixes. Which I'm pretty sure I could have read these titles before. These books are red, green, purple, and blue. That might be relevant. You got nothing in this stack? No. He changed all the letters in the lines that he found. He checked all the colors of the spines that were bound. He doubled the meaning of each seasonal greeting and found that the diction of each word was sound. Mm. Draft the Sixes is the fixed stars. Oh. FIXED. Yeah, okay. So these are all. Okay, Uncle Oz going to be the easiest one. Wait a minute. Luna renamed is probably Realms and Runes. No, there's no S. Is it Realm and Rune? It might be Realm and Rune. Hold on. REALM. Yeah, so this is Realm and Rune. This is the fixed stars. Tender Cipher is the Red Prince, right? THEREDPRINCE. Yep. And Uncle Aw. Uncle Aw is a new clue. Okay. You got Realm Rune so fast. I was just talking about that book an hour ago. That's probably why it was fresh in my mind. So we have a dead end signed here. I'm gonna run out of space here. He stayed up all night and studied the maps. He laid out the floor plans and measured the gaps. And if his directory was considered a trajectory, it was nothing short of a full mental lapse. A man obsessed and cuckoo too, they would say he would wander through. The best medicine is not yet evidence. If he found a new clue, he'd know what to do. And having read this book so many times, having scoured over each of its cryptic lines, have you exhausted your search? Have you seen all the signs? I can read this now. Oh no. Okay. This is going to be a thing. We got a metro map here. Right, draw the stop sign. There is a king chess piece here, and I did see the rook here. Are there any other? Probably not. These are the candles with the rubies. Okay, Mary, Gates. Right. Hmm. All right, and then this. Okay, we've got dead end, a major key, XYZ ABC. Seen all the signs. So they've got they've got 10 blanks there. I only have 9 signs. Oh, there's one last page here. Suspect is A key, which was not a name on that list. Suspect is major. The suspect is minor. The suspect is minor. On the way. I didn't see this sign before. Record each stop on the way. I'm not sure that sign would have helped. Okay. What were my rules about notes? Typed red notes are false. The suspect is not a minor with an E. So the suspect is major and minor, which could mean Richard Scott, Sandra Dillon, Bo Lee, Charles Reskel. I don't know what major means here. Oh, the if it's a military title or a where's my list of people? Here's my statues. Major Nicholas Key the fourth. Are these ciphers or not ciphers? Are these scrambled as well? Or it's seven names, not six. So it's not just the statues. But um no, none of these unscrambled to be Major Nicholas Key. There's no K and Y in any given name. Okay. So we look forward because there was more here. Here. Okay, you're looking at a new clue. XYZ ABC. Assume page count starts on title pages. Red page A word X. Green page C word. Okay. So red is the Red Prince, page A word X. Green, page C word A. Violet, page B word Y. And blue, page Z word X. Assume page count starts on title pages. Major. Jor is here. Lore is word, Jor is name. I'm not entirely sure what that means yet. You don't understand any of this? I'm not entirely sure I do. Dead end, a major key. Or dead end something major key. XYC ABC. kind of just writing everything down. XYZ ABC. That the library loaned. Okay, so tome after tome that the library loaned, and the books that he had already owned, were searched from their covers all the way through. Why does covers count as page A word X? Okay, so page 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Why page 6, word 23, though? X is the 24th letter? Well, I'm seeing they have the way with a box around it and X, and W is the 23rd letter. So if the W in way is the X, then word 23 would be covers. I don't know how page A is 6 then, because sixth letter would be F, and there's no F here. Unless we're talking pages like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10th page would be J, which I don't know. I don't know why the word library is circled. So then there's the hint about the signs. Route 8, depart, keep left. So this sounds like, I don't know what Route 8 is, but that's our starting location. We leave there, we go left, left, right to a dead end. Record each stop on the way. Is it the map? Because this says to Tanner Fork. Is Route 8 the 8th stop on the subway? Because there's a metro map here. I would have to go back downstairs and raise the water level back up. God, that would be frustrating. Jor equals name. I don't know. Yes, this is. I don't understand why this is here, but it has to be for a reason. The rest of this says like look for homophones. Suspect is a key. This is one of the vases from the opening table, the table on the left in the entrance hall, right? I think so. Because this is a 9x5 grid. So, is the signs clue supposed to be? Am I building the house in a certain way to allow for me to be able to read this? I see two cuckoo clocks on the wall there. Cuckoo was mentioned again here. And there are two cuckoo clocks in room 46. They're stopped, and one of them does have the pendulum like that, I think. Did you do the clock tower yet? No, I haven't drawn it yet. It should be in my draft pool. I'm pretty sure I chose it. And I haven't drawn it yet. Okay, so if this is supposed to be page A, word X, then page A is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Page 10. So A is 10. And X was 23. But it's the word covers. But I don't know why that's the word. I don't know why we chose that. I don't know why the way is the word that's boxed with these letters. Dead end a major key. So green, we're looking for word 10 on some page. Blue, we're looking for word 23 on some page. Maybe? But then we also have to keep in mind palindromes. I don't know. Not palindromes. Um, Homophones. That's the word I think. I feel like if I stare at these pages a little more, I might understand something, but I don't know if that's going to be the case. Why are some of these checked? I don't know if that means anything. Okay. Thanks, Mom. You've confused the hell out of me. What the hell was I doing? Classrooms. I was learning today. I sure learned a lot. Uh, so I know what books I have to look at, I think. And I know I have to look at a specific word on a specific page, but other than that, I don't really have a way of knowing why. Well, I have the magnifying glass now, so I can go ahead and look at what this says. The devoted moon, the rogue moon. Right, I thought I saw this before. I think I had the magnifying glass last time I was looking at this. Okay. So now we go all the way back to the boiler room. There is no vase here. I thought there was. There's this. It's not really the same. Okay. I gotta loop around and then go north. That's frustrating. We're down to 30 steps already. And I have the compass, so I can't even buy anything here. Let's go this way first. No classroom. I don't get extra steps just for pulling a Geist bedroom, but I do get 2 extra dice. It's up. Oh, now I draw the freezer. Kitchen is food for sale. I don't have a lot of money, but it's also the only one that goes anywhere. And now I can see what's in the wood-fired pizza, plus 10 if I have a furnace. That's not happening. Tomato soup for every red room. I don't have a whole lot. I think I get the 15 steps. There goes all my money. 16 steps. I'm almost at rank 5, so I'm going to get 10 extra steps from Lunchbox. Unless none of these go north. Parlor goes north. I'd rather have a classroom, but Parlor goes north. Boxes next to this box contain gems. That's weird wording. Oh, because they all say it. So this one must be false because both boxes next to this can't contain gems. So this is definitely false. So at least one of these boxes is true, so this box contains the gems. Classroom. West Wing Hall. Chapel. It's free. Fuck you, church. I get to dig in the church. I forgot about this. Where's... Time to start digging. You ever wanted to just dig up a church? We were keeping all these diamonds in the church. Oh my god, that's so many. Alright. Nothing else. Alright, we want to go... Let's try north. Let's try east. Classroom. Classroom 6? 5? This is new. Grade 5. Okay, new classroom. What's our worksheet here? Art prompt. Draw two things that share all but one letter of their name. Oh, we solved this puzzle on like stream 3. Okay. Clever. We have a robot and... Greg, I don't know what you drawn here. What is this? Acorn and corn. Great. Fantastic job. A. Oh, this is a root. That's why you got a B. You got an F. Spelling incorrect. Tooth and two. Josh, you're a fool. Why did you scribble out those twos? Okay. Art class. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Okay, a lot of sketches. Okay. All right. Some talented kids in this class. We just have all of the sketches in this room too. That's fun. So this was it. Grade 5 sucks, is what I've learned. I've learned no new information. Let's dig up the foundation. A key. A shoe. Nothing else. Alright. After grade 4, it's always going to be worse. I'm expecting... Grade 4 was a lore dump, that's true. Conference room lets us keep going north. Inn connects to the chapel. Sure. Dang it. I don't have a key card. Okay. So we've only got one door and it's out from the foundation. It's an unsafe code? You're right. It's a very dangerous code. Classroom. Grade 6. Oh, we got a projector! It's movie time! Everyone sit around. In the meantime, I'm gonna look at these pages with the extremely bright red lettering because the lettering was not adjusted for the room being dark. Or the red pen was not adjusted for the room being dark. Like they shuffle the desks around. Yeah, they've been doing that in science class. They paired up the desks so you're working across from your partner. History worksheet multiple choice. Who was crowned the first ruler of Fen Ares? That was Prince Learson. Which city in Fen Ares was named after a historical figure? I mean, Fen and Oris, but you're gonna say Fen. Oh no, there was no one named Fen. Fen was a place, right? So it was Oris. How many sons did the fourth king of Orindia have? 2? Because one, yeah, 2 sons and a daughter. How long did the War of the Fifth Era last? 22 years. Which realm did not ally with Fen Ares during the war? Eraja stayed neutral. Which flag was forbidden to be flown at full staff after the war? The black flag. So the answers are A, B, A, C, C, C. No, A, B, A, C, B, C. A, B, A. Wait. I have one of them wrong. The first crowned ruler. Oh, Prince Learson. Hmm. 4 out of 6. 22 years. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep, okay. So this fits with what I knew. Reddington is named after a historical figure? Or did General Teskin get crowned? 50%. Horus to Black Flag. So it is General Teskin. Okay. Had that wrong. Anyway. Did I already eat the apple? I already ate the apple. What are we watching? It's a slideshow. Okay. Now I get to examine every single slide. Can I can't zoom in. We get music. This tracks with what I know. Fred won, but the Fen uprising won, but the guy in charge took lost his life. Okay, so this is the general then. Tearing up the railroads. Why? What? That's so weird. Okay, you got a giant blimp. Military parade. Fireworks. And back to the first slide. It's so weird that they would tear up a functional railroad. You know how much work that is? It's easier just to leave it there. Even if you're not going to use it. Right. History is penned by the victors. Alright, so we do still have rerolls because we're in a classroom. I kind of want to finish up classrooms. I want to reroll until we get classroom. I'll use a key. Look at all these pencils I have. Cloister is 3 doors. Maybe I choose Cloister. Oh no, wait, I don't get to reroll if I'm not in a classroom. Mailroom, how dare you tempt me? Treasure trove. So now No, that doesn't make sense. I was thinking there's got to be a logic behind classrooms. You can't get a classroom until you've been on that rank or something. Which is why I can't pull Classroom 7 until it gets a rank 7, but that was a total guess. But I pulled Classroom 4 without being on rank 4. Why did the music just cut out? That's so weird. Okay. I take Music Room because it's 2 keys. And I don't really care about gems. I have so many. Alright, Secret Garden. It does that at the same point every time. Oh. There's nothing... No, there's nothing. Okay. Alright, we try again. Do we have the shovel? We do. So Kennel would let us bypass some locked doors. And pet dogs. Good doggo. There's no dog in this one. But what? But what, Pug? But what? No, I meant like, what are you going to suggest that's not petting the dogs that is worth it? Because it's not gonna be. So I don't know if I want to dig this, because I kind of think I want this door to be locked, because I want to use the key to the secret garden, because that definitely has north and south. Yes. Okay, and then that will have dig spots probably. So now I'll dig. Was exactly what you're going to mention? Yeah. And I get a gem. Great, and I need that. Let's unlock the doors. Listen to the howling. I guess we also like spread fruit among the green rooms, but I don't care that much. I'm just gonna pull this because I'm here. I don't know that I'm gonna try for room 46 today, because I would need to go downstairs and do all that stuff, and I don't think I care. I want classrooms. I'm gonna go down here and say, give me a classroom. No. I can spend dreams to re-roll floor plans. Okay. That locks me up from going down, but I can still go up from here. Okay, so now we have 15 rerolls. 16 rerolls. Right, this is again where you find out about the sketch differences. This same blueprint appears twice in this room. Okay. And we have the safe. What were my other dates that I just wrote down and haven't tried? That probably aren't going to be it. A New Clue was published in 1988. Nope. The rejection letter on April 12th. Nope. The Fen takeover on October 6th of some year. Nope. First entry in Lady Claire's diary. 0117. Or 0179 if we're saying month and year. 1952 for the In Eclipse Ball. 1985 for the Swimbird Award. I don't heckin' know. No idea. There's kind of very little direction in telling us which date would apply to a safe. It's kind of just like get all the dates and then try, I guess. Which I'm not really a fan of. Classroom 7. Sure, let's add the armory. Grade 7. Algebra. Algebra, XYZ, ABC. Okay. No. Okay, this is billiards math, or billiards room math. Four plus 2 squared minus 6 squared is 900. I think it's 4 plus 2 is 6, squared is 36, minus 6 is 30, squared is 900. Okay. A squared b minus 3 squared. Who knows? A squared minus 2 squared plus 9. What? Okay. One of these is not algebra. It's this one. Advanced functions. Okay. Step 1, eat the apple. You got a C, you got a C plus, you got a D plus. Okay. Well, you did the best. Let's look at yours. 3 squared is 9, yes. 3 squared minus 5 is 4, yes. 7 minus 5 then squared is 4, yes. 3 times 2 is 6, squared is 36, yes. 2 squared is 4, times 1 is 4, squared is 16, yes. 5 times 2 is 100, squared is... Sorry, times 2 is 10, squared is 100. Plus 5 is 105. Minus 95 squared should be 100. You wrote 10. That's one of your wrong. The student is Zach Kraft. Is a Zachtronics reference? Probably. I mean, probably not, but probably. 4... oh, this is square root. Square root of 16 is 4. Square... What? Okay, square root of 12. What? That's not... Is this not square root? I don't know. 30 minus 5 is 25. Square root is 5. This should be 5. I don't know... So I know that this is wrong and this is wrong. I don't know about this, if this is supposed to be something I can work with. 21.7 rounded is 22. 20... Oh, rounded to placements. So this is rounded to the ones. This should be rounded to the tens, so 20. This would be rounded to the hundreds is 100. Minus this, which would be 40.4. Rounded to the to the ones is 40. So that's correct. So I think this is also a wrong answer. So that would mean this is square root. Why would you give children square root of 12 to do? Okay, you got 8 out of 12. So, correct. No, this should be 4, right? Hold on. Yeah, 9, 4, let me write down the right answers real fast. Nine, 4, 4, 36, 16, 100. 4, something I'm not gonna compute. 5, 22, 20, and 40. These are what I believe to be the correct answers. Nine, 4, 4. That's one wrong. 36, 16, 100. Branson writes really wide. 61, that's way wrong. 19 could be right, but probably not. Negative 400, that's wrong. 22, 20, 40. I have that you have 5 wrong. Unless I'm wrong about something. Did I screw this math up? 5 times 2 is 10, squared is 100. Plus 5 is 105. Minus 95 is 10, squared is 100. Yeah, okay. So right, wrong. Right. Wrong, blank, wrong. That's 5. How did you get 8 out of 12? One of my things must be screwed up. I must not understand something. Is this not square root? I thought you got this and this wrong and this right. But you got this and this wrong and this right. This symbol is to flip the digits. So this would be 61. This would be 21 minus 2 is 19. This would be 30 minus 5 is 25 is 52. So you would have gotten 1, 2... Three wrong. Okay. So these aren't square roots, because no teacher in the right mind would give a grade school student square root of 12 to do by hand. So this is 61. This is 21 minus 2 is 19. This is 30 minus 5 is 25. Flipped is 52. So, 9, 4, 4. That's one wrong. 36, 16, 100. 61, 19, 52. How did you screw this up so badly? 22, 20, 40. Okay, so you got 4 wrong. Remember, don't square till you're there. 9, 4, 44. How did you get 44? You squared the 7 and then subtracted the 5. Oh, okay. 12, 4. No idea. So that's 4 wrong already. 61, 19, 52, 22, 20, and you said 1, it was 40. So you got 5 wrong, 7 out of 12. Okay. I figured out a new rule. So I know diamond is flip. And I guess I figured out the wavies is rounding. Alright. Grade 7 was okay. It's not fantastic. Classroom 8. It's locked. I have 12 redraws? How do I have 12? Whatever. I'm not questioning it. Nope. Welcome to grade 8. God damn it, there is a language. Oh. Alright. Let's learn erosion. What have you done to this loaf of bread? Are you making a sandwich the wrong way? What is this? Okay. Lore is word. Jor is name. Early erosion did not use any verbs, so today the rare usage of verbs are comprised almost entirely of loan words and are mainly used to describe physical actions. How do you have a language that doesn't use any verbs? That's weird. Okay. I'm not in language learning mode today, but let's get... I'm just going to write this stuff down as is. All right. Prefix of aj means first. Ma is small. Of is toward. Nev is new or the start of. L is I or me. but with an asterisk. When paired with a verb, can mean I will or I won't. Similar to ool and loo. What? I don't, okay. Ja is last. Am is large. Oh, so these are flipped of those. This is vo is away. Ven is older, the end of. And le is a lack of myself. What's it say? When paired with a verb can mean I will or I won't. Okay. So if a verb starts with L, it's talking about something you will do. If a verb ends with le, it's something that you won't do. Similar to ool and loo, which might mean you. It's my first guess. Floor is word. U is house. Tray is tree. Yeet is gate. Loon is water. Dow is day. Nigh is night. And RA is future. And that last word immediately makes me want to go look at, in the sanctum, what's on the floor. Wherever that sheet is. Here it is. Ovin Navare. Ove Torward. I don't know what in is. Neva. Nev is new or start of. RA future. Toward blank, the beginning of the future. Or a new future. So what does in mean? INN. Is in... That's not one of those directions. Like east-west, right? Alright. You got a C. I don't want to... No. What'd you get? B plus? 5 out of 6? Yeah, okay. You've done the best, but you still got one wrong. Acceptable. I don't like that. Okay. Hello, can you teach me a new word? Aj is first, lore is word. Nev is new, lore is word. So first word being hello. That makes sense. Did everyone else say Aj lore? teach? Oh, because verbs. Okay. And ul would be you. Adjective ul teach nevlor. So you didn't have a verb. So that might be the one that you got wrong. Because you just said hello, new word. Like that Shalora says hello, just as first word. Yeah, it's a little weird, but sure. Ovet. 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 Okay. The large house is toward the east. Large, ending in am. So hewam, large house. Ove, toward, et, east. That's something we learned from directions. I will swim at dawn. El swim. I will swim. Nev Dow, new day. Yep. I won't read at night. So I won't will be ending in LE. Read nigh. I won't read at night. Sure. The branches of the tree are old. Acceptable. So this is not perfect. Then old or end of, but it's a suffix. It should be blank then. There should be something there. Tree ven. End of tree. Old tree. I don't understand that one yet. The trunk of the tree is small. Ma, small. Nev, start of. Tree. Oh, so the end of the tree means the branch. So would it be tre vien? The branch, the end of the tree, is old. Tre branch ven. You should remember the Eurasian terms of, yeah, okay, trunk. Tre ven. Okay. So there was that whole long letter that I read in Rajan that I don't remember what it is. All right. Ajlor, first word. Ulgo? No idea what that means. Nevdao. New day. Okay. So that was classroom 8. Are there more than 8 classrooms? I don't think so. Who knows? I've got 13 rerolls. And no reason to not reroll. I don't even know what I want here. I'm just looking for another class. Treasure Trove would be good, but... It only added 8 classrooms to the draft pool, the outside room. But I did have one added later. I'm pretty sure. Oh, that's why it's been getting harder, because, right, it adds a number to the draft pool. So I have to draw the card. Mailroom. Do I read a whole bunch of letters in the mailroom? I think that's how I end. Although the fact that it lets you add another classroom outside of doing the thing, choosing schoolhouse, means that there is a grade 9, right? Or is it just going to do grade 8 again? It might just do grade 8 again. I don't know. I'm choosing mailroom. We're done with classrooms. I don't want to learn anything new, so let's read all these letters. Oh my god. The third letter from Randolph. 9 up, 3 up. Hold on, what does that mean? Not sure if you paid too much attention to the machine in the booth in the lab, but I figure I could save you some frustration if you've been fooling with it. I did that. Okay, no new info there except for possibly this, but this could be in reference to the lab. In case it's useful to you, there's a rough diagram of the steam duct system. The boiler room connects to these things. Due to the ever-changing nature of the rooms on the estate, we ended up building the duct system to be quite flexible, and if you look along the ceiling, you'll find... I knew this. Thanks, Randolph. Yeah, I knew all that too. Okay. Which letter confused you? Steam duct system or the laboratory machine? Let me know if I'm writing you too much. I'm never good at gauging where the line of impropriety is. Okay. It's been a bit more of... It's been a bit a moral quandary. There's only 3 lines leaving the boiler room. Yeah, but they're showing 2 in multiple directions. I think they're just showing that the boiler room can feed other rooms. I think they're just like showing that the boiler room is the source. And also, here are 4 rooms that can be powered in case you don't know that the laundry room and pump room can be powered, for example, or the garage. Let me know. Okay. It's been a bit of moral quandary for me as I've written these, as I'm fairly certain your uncle didn't want us to assist you on your quest. Still, if it was that important, I'd have to believe he'd have the foresight to specifically instruct us not to interfere. Nothing ever deterred him from that level of supervision in the past, and after working alongside him for over a decade, I'd like to at least imagine that we were friends and that I knew him well. In conclusion, I think he would have found the level of help I have offered well within the acceptable range. I haven't spoken too much about him since his departure, and I know you didn't know him that well, but as soon as you're ready, I'm going to have plenty of stories to tell. He was a fearless businessman with the greatest respect for invention. Of all the laboratories I've worked in, I can tell you Mount Holly was a gem, and I'm hoping that we can continue that work once you've taken up the reins. But I won't get ahead of myself. You still have to find the 46th room. I did that already, Randolph. I thought I saw a pattern in the page texture. Dear Simon, after giving it some thought, I've decided I'm going to continue helping you. I also just had a small chat with the probate lawyer, and he assures me there's nothing in the Baron's instructions that would preclude me from offering you my modest assistance. So let me tell you what I saw. About a week before Sinclair died, something rather curious happened. A few lab assistants were called by Mrs. Babbage, the house manager, to remove several floor plans from Sinclair's drafting studio. Typically, all of the unused floor plans are kept there, and I've never heard of them being moved to another location, nor would I presume to guess the reason for such an action. I'm not sure which floor plans were removed or where they were moved to, save one, which I was instructed to remove myself. Assuming it was not moved again after I hit it, you should be able to find in the observatory, hidden within the lens compartment of the telescope therein. If there was a reason behind the removal of these floor plans from the drafting studio, hopefully this will serve as the first illuminating step towards finding out why. Okay, there's a floor plan hidden in the observatory in the lens. I'm going to write that on my goals. So there is a reason to still be moving the telescope. At this point, I'm going to assume at this point you've likely reached the upper ranks of the house and run into our keycard security doors. Sure have. These are actually a fairly new addition to the house that were designed by Kirk Darren and myself. I have not heard the name Kirk Darren before. And were installed after an unfortunate incident 2 years ago when some of your uncle's correspondence was stolen by a member of the staff who had somehow managed to reach a room they should not have been able to find. The security doors were added after what's his name? Oh, I have Kirk Darren's security. I have heard that name. After Denny was fired. We're not 100% sure how he got past the antechamber seals, but it was clear after that episode not every member of the staff should have unchecked access to the higher ranks of the estate. It's important to note here that in my own experience, I've found every other member of the staff to be extremely trustworthy and unwavering in their loyalty to your uncle. Still, after that incident, we decided to err against our own confidences and opted to install a state-of-the-art security system, issuing keycards to only the most trusted members of the senior staff. We find the security door. Yeah, okay, I learned all this by doing it. And then, yeah, the rarities are above the doors. Thanks, Randolph, I knew that. Following up on the map I created outlining the steam powered duct system, I thought it would be helpful gas power. I've done this. Randolph, I love you, but this was so long ago. So I learned one thing here. There's a room card in the observatory from all of those instructions. Oh, I wonder if one of these opens. It probably doesn't. These aren't labeled with numbers. So there probably isn't a key for one of these. Alright. I got 50 steps left, but the only door left is a security door, and I don't have a card. And I don't have the security room. I have one key. Let's go open one of those chests downstairs. I entirely forgot about that and haven't been saving keys at all. I could get into the antechamber. I could get into 46 again. Why would I need to get into 46 again? If Denny's gonna try to make me pay 100 coins for that last envelope, maybe that would be it. I think that's the only reason. I don't think I care that much. Let's just go downstairs and read a thing. Good doggo. Okay, I'm gonna need this. I'm just gonna open the closest chest to the staircase. No, wait. What rules do I know about chests from the treasure trove? Let me write down all the rules I know. Typed red notes are false. Green memos in Hartley's room are false. I don't care about that. Is there anything else here? No. Green memos in treasure rooms are true. On green typed memo in white box. But I'm pretty sure that's false, so I'm going to put an X. Because green memos in white boxes are always lies. And that was on a blue typed memo in a blue box with a moon. There we go. And a dash because I don't know if that's true or false. X just means contradicted by something else. Or something says it's false. The true treasure of the trove is not in the house. Green typed memo in blue box with orange sun. Okay. So I guess because I know green memos in blue boxes are false. Sorry, green memos in white boxes are false. Maybe I should open a white box in the hope that it's a green memo, so I can find something that's false. Sorry, just trying to get in more angles. Closest to the staircase is a white box. Alright, so I'm going to... I'm going to make this so I can, like, check them off. Trying to do this so I'm not shaking the camera that much, but that's not happening. Whoops, and then I just bumped the camera directly. Why can you hear that? Like shaking against the mic stand, maybe? I don't know. Red moon, blue moon, black moon. I suppose they should have been sorted by color or something. There we go. So technically we're not in the house, so the true treasure of the trove might be down here. Here's a white box with flames on it. Green memos in white boxes are always lies. Green memos are lies. What? This green memo is telling me that green memos are lies, but green memos in white boxes are always lies on a blue typed memo in a blue box, which means this is lying about green memos being lies, which means green memos are true, or this memo is true. This memo itself is a paradox. Cool. Cool. I'm going to take these separately from treasure trove notes, I guess. Green memos are lies. Green typed memo in white box with flames. Cool. Let's go end the day in the Geist bedroom to see what happens. That was disappointing. I guess we're down here. Let's go pull the lever. Go up to 46, see if there's anything special there. There probably isn't. And then we'll go in the day in the Geist bedroom. I skipped it. Where am I? Foundation. Go to that one, right? Yeah. This is a good dog. Alright, so I do want to pull the east lever. And we're going this way. Oh, I'm an idiot. The mailroom doesn't have a door out of it. That was all a waste. Well. Let's go end the day in the Geist bedroom. The conference room is still sealed? Yeah, it's got a security door on it. And I don't have a key, and I don't have the security. The card or the security room. Did I spread anything? Oh my god, I spread the food. I forgot about that. Alright, I'm fairly sure there's a downside to staying in here. Because I think this room was in the diary. And she couldn't get comfortable in either of these beds. So I'm pretty sure we're going to start with fewer steps. Oh, it's 5:30 already. That's been 3.5 hours. That's going to do it for today. Thank you everyone for watching. I do appreciate it. I don't know when the next time I'm going to stream Blueprints is, unfortunately. Because I haven't made the schedule for this week either. I gotta do that. Coming up on stream. Oh, I didn't realize that this was behind so many things. One sec. Put you up here. There we go. On tomorrow. Hold on, let me hit exit. The music stops swelling. And save and quit. Tomorrow we are playing something. I need to figure that out. It's going to be at least me and Molly and Heller. On Monday, Lego Lord of the Rings Rivendell, where I am building Rivendell. There's part of it, and there's another part of it here that I'm not going to move. We're going to be starting book 3 of 3, starting the last section of it. And I have about half the bags to go, so we're like halfway done. But this will be the main section with all of the important things in it. Probably. On Tuesday, I'm playing more Hollow Knight. And on Thursday, I'm probably playing more Hollow Knight. I'm not entirely sure about that yet. Because Destiny did redeem a game to play. And I need to figure how I'm putting that into schedule. I normally do schedules on Saturday before this stream, but I didn't. So I'm going to do that right after stream. So watch my Mastodon, kind.social/@FatedOasis. I'll post the schedule there as soon as I have it, or the widget in my About Me in Twitch, or the link in the description of this YouTube video. All of those will show the updated calendar as soon as I update it. Thank you again, everyone, for watching. I appreciate it, and have a good one.